Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Micomlan 67-foot RGB LED light strip. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful, I'll put a link to this in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. I'll also put a limited time promo code in the description. So if we look at the back here, it says 20 meter RGB LED light strips with app and remote control. The voltage is 24 volts. The wattage is 24 watts. The number of LEDs is 400. Has a 24-month warranty. Here's the controller. Has a little face on it. That's kind of cool. And that's not actually printed on there. Those are actual slits in here. So the power will go in here and the output is here. It says the input here is DC 12 to 24 volts. Has a remote control. Here's a like it, share it card. This is an instruction manual. Here's the power supply. The output is 24 volts at 1 amp. We have a bag here with some clamps and such. So this is a 3M adhesive pad for putting on the back of the controller. We have two of these self-adhesive wire straps. So you can take off the backing and press that against something and then place that in there to hold wires in place. We have two LED strip union connectors here. There are two self-adhesive strips and there's a bunch of these clips here. So you put a screw in one of these and you put this over the LED strip and you can screw it down to a surface. So we have two reels here. These are the RGB LEDs and these are 50-50 LEDs, which means they're 5 millimeters by 5 millimeters. Here's the connector. I'll unravel one of these, at least a little bit. You can see here's the self-adhesive tape on the bottom. So there's a self-adhesive foam there. So you'd want to clean whatever surface you're going to attach these to. So I'll connect up the two strips to the controller. This is keyed, so there's a little notch here and there's a little bump in the connector, so it can only go in one way. That's a pretty secure connection there. Same here. I'll plug in the 24 volt power adapter and I'll plug that into power. Okay, they turned on. So the on-off button is right here. This says monochrome loop. So this changes the color. So you can see we have green, there's kind of blue colors, that's kind of a blue, it's kind of pink. So in my opinion, this is not the preferred method for controlling the lights, but it is there if you need it. Especially if the remote is missing, it gives you an option to turn the lights on. And then this is the mic mode. So now they'll react to noise, sound, music, and there's 4 different mic modes. So now they're off, and as I talk, it flashes. And this one is flashing here, and here's another mode. So if I hit this mode, it will turn off the mic mode. In the center here is the infrared receiver for the remote control. So here's the remote. You want to pull the tab out here to activate the battery. I was going to take this out, but I think I can read this. Okay, it's a little tricky to read, but it's actually in the instructions here. The battery in it is a CR 2025 or 3032. So let's try the remote. Turn it off, turn it on, have color. So this color appears to be the same as this button here, where it just changes the color. We have brightness. So we can turn it down, turn it up. So M+ is mode. So this switches to different modes. You have M+ and M-. And the S+, S- is sensitivity or speed. Okay, so that's flashing fast. And that's flashing slower now. Then we have RGB. So that's red. We have green and blue. Then we have music 1, and that is the disco mode. So this is flashing as I talk. So if there's music, this would also be flashing. Then we have white mode. And then we have music 2, and this is slow music mode. So this is more of a pulsing. So in the instructions here, it says you can not only adjust multiple colors by pressing the keys on the controller, but you can also enjoy 22 gradient modes, 2 mic modes, 22 automatic cycle modes, and 10 levels of brightness. The remote control can adjust 10 levels of speeds in change mode and 10 levels of sensitivity in mic mode. So I'm going to turn the lights off so we can take a look at these in the dark. Of course, it's hard to get an exact representation of the lights because the camera will adjust. So here's red, here's blue, it's green. Actually, when I said blue, that was green, and this is blue. So here's the different modes. And then you can change the music sensitivity or the speed. So these lights are app enabled. So there's a QR code on the back of the remote control. I'll pull that up on my tablet here. Okay, so that pulled that up in the Google Play Store. It pulled up the Lotus Lantern app. So I'm going to go to my iOS App Store and look for that app. Okay, I found the app. I'll hit get. Okay, the app is downloaded. I'll hit open. It says it would like to use Bluetooth. I'll say okay. So now we have a color wheel. If I move my finger around on the color wheel, it will change the color. There's a switch in the upper right where we can turn it on and off. There's a little gear in the upper right, and it says guide, shake, modify pin preference, or about. So the shake mode probably works with phones where you could put it in your pocket and as you're dancing or something it would change the light. That's my guess. In the upper left here we have a menu with our devices in it, so we could unlink these lights. We have the color wheel just under that, so there's different color wheel modes. And then towards the middle of the screen we have the RGB sliders. So here we can just say we want red, there's green, blue, and then below that we can change the brightness. Next we have presets, so these are preset colors. And below that we have classic, so we have yellow, white, looks like cyan, red, green, and a blue. So we're under the adjust tab right now along the bottom. Next we can go to style, and this has different modes on it. So we have purple strobe flash, let's see, we have cyan gradual change, green strobe flash, and then below that we have speed. So we could slow this down, so we have a slower flash, and then you can change the brightness also. So there will be lots of combinations here of things you could come up with these styles. There should be some gradual here. Let's see, purple gradual change. So this is a slower flash. It's like a fade in, fade out. Next we have the music tab. It says it would like to access your music. I'll say okay. So I don't see my music on here yet, but I think it takes a while before it shows up. But it has some music in here. So you can see the lights are flashing to the music now. So you can use the microphone in the device to make it flash to music, or you could play music on your device and it will flash to the music in your device. Next we have mic, and it says it would like to use your microphone. So now it's using the microphone on my iPad. Oh, and it has a choice here. It says phone mic or external mic. So we can use either one. So on the phone mic we don't have any options. If we go to external mic we have classic, soft, dynamic, or disco, and then we can change the sensitivity of the mic. So you can really tune this to your system. Below that we have schedule, so you can use this to schedule when to turn your lights on and off. So I'll go back to style here. I'll go to the purple, let's see, I'll do purple gradual fade. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my surge protector here, and then I'll turn it back on and we'll see if it's still on purple gradual fade, and it is. Let's go to yellow gradual fade, same thing. Okay, So if you had this hooked up to a timer or something, or a wall switch, you could turn it on and off with your timer or wall switch and it won't change the mode. So that's a nice feature. So now I'll go to the Adjust tab. I'll switch the color to white and full brightness. And I have this power meter here. And at full brightness, we're running at 23.7 watts. So according to the box, the max is 24 watts. So that's very accurate there. So now I'll switch to red. So that'll drop down, looks like 13 watts. And then I'll lower the brightness all the way down. And that lowered to 0.8. So if you have this on red at 0.8, actually I don't know if that's still showing. There's a little bit of light coming out now. So we're about 1 watt. I think I had shut it all the way off with the slider. So it can go down to around 1 watt. Let's go back to the white. So white full. Slide it down. So the white's just barely on there and we're at 1.4 watts. So this is 67 feet of LEDs. So if you wanted to put this around the perimeter of a room, this would work well for a room that was 15 foot by 15 foot. You would typically put this in some central location and then you run half of the lights one way and half the other. Also, this would work well for something like, say, a stage at a school. So you could have this, say, under the stage for some kind of accent lighting, and you could change the color depending on the play. You could do it during the play, or you could just do it for ambient lighting. Now these aren't waterproof, so you want to put these in a dry location, so you wouldn't want to put these outside. So these are for inside applications. Other things you could do is you could use these under cabinets in a kitchen, or above cabinets, or under the toe kick, or you could put it all 3 places and wire them all together. You could put these around a ceiling in a game room, or a child's room, a playroom. There's lots of different options here. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.